So today we're going to be speedrunning Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and trying to get into Elite Smash as quickly as possible. The rules for this speedrun are pretty simple. Choose a character and fight your way through a bunch of people online, so that way you can get into Elite Smash as quickly as possible. No twist, no catch, this should be pretty easy. For this challenge, I decided to play as Pyra because I haven't played Smash Ultimate in a long time, and the last time I played, I remember that Pyra and Mythra were considered the best characters, so yeah, I'm going with them. Our first match is against Mega Man, and as soon as I start, I remember why I haven't tried this challenge in the past. The insufferable lag. Because I haven't played Smash in a while, I forgot just how truly terrible it is. So yeah, honestly, this match went just about as well as you thought it was going to. I haven't played Smash Ultimate in a long time, the lag was absolutely awful, but hey, I did end up winning in the end, which is pretty crazy, and all I had to do was spam forward smashes. Now, right away, I noticed that yes, the lag is going to be a huge challenge throughout this speedrun, and I just can't believe how terrible it is. Every single time I try to click a button on my controller, I end up messing up, or it's just laggy on my controller somehow and not in the game. Eventually, I figure out how to use the lag to my advantage, and then all I start doing is forward smashing, which is pretty fun. Eventually, with one last forward smash, I end up beating this Mega Man, and yeah, that's game number 1, already down. After that, it takes about a minute to find another match, and right away, I notice how bad the lag is. Now, what I did for this video is I went ahead and I checked to make sure that my internet was doing well, and I had a download speed of over 100 megabytes per second, so I know that the lag wasn't on my end, and it was just on whoever this person's was, and this lag was so bad, you could barely even play. It got so bad that throughout this game, all I could do was spam forward smashes once again. Now, believe it or not, I played a lot of Smash Ultimate and I'm actually pretty good at the game, but with lag like this, it seems like all you can do in these types of situations is just hope that you hit your most powerful attack right away. It's funny, for a second we do actually get some playable internet and we can actually do stuff other than forward smashing, however, eventually it gets so bad that the game kicks us out even though we weren't doing anything, so yeah. Now, what happens is when you get kicked out of Elite Smash while you're playing a game online is it actually makes it count as a loss, so our Elite Smash GSP, which is what we're trying to get up so we can get into Elite Smash, ended up going all the way down to where we started, and I should have just started the speedrun over at this point. However, I wanted to see if we could keep going and pushing on, so that's exactly what we're gonna do. So I thought to myself, alright, obviously Pyra and Mythra, the last two games I was having a ton of lag, so it's probably because the game for some reason just doesn't like them, so I decided to switch to my boy Mario. Now for this first game we end up playing a Jigglypuff, and once again the lag was so bad. Now I'm sorry if you guys think that this video is just me complaining about the lag, but honestly, that's all I could focus on because that's all that was happening. So using a combination of forward smashes and an extreme amount of luck, I end up winning the game, and yeah, that's our first one with Mario. Things are looking good right now. In our next game, we end up going up against a wolf, and I noticed right away that the lag isn't super bad at first. Now obviously, if you know the theme of this challenge, you know that this good internet does not last forever, and we do end up starting to see some lag. However, I really did enjoy the parts of it where it wasn't lagging. This wolf player was extremely good, and I almost lost. However, using a combination of spamming tilts as well as my down smash, we were able to secure a win, which was pretty awesome, giving us our second win in a row. After Wolf, we fight against another Lucina, and right away my mind is like, oh no, what if this is the exact same person who caused me to lag out that first time? I really hope it's not them. Now, luckily for me, it wasn't that same person. I did go back and check the names, so the lag wasn't too bad in this match, and I did do some pretty cool stuff. Now, one of the things that I was thinking about while I was fighting this Lucina was, wow, this is the first game where I might actually be able to do something instead of just spamming smash attacks, and unfortunately for me, my strategy didn't actually end up changing because I was just using a combination of throws and smash attacks. Hey, I said this was a speedrun. I didn't say this was good Smash Ultimate gameplay. So after another well-fought fight, I ended up winning again. So that's 3 wins in a row, and things are looking really good. I actually think I might be able to get into Elite Smash. Up next, we have a Kazuya, and honestly, this was probably the easiest game that I played throughout this entire speedrun, because all this guy would do is spam his side special attack because it was so laggy once again. Now, this was the type of lag where even though it doesn't really look like it's lagging right now, the controller inputs were super laggy, so you would press your smash attack button or your jump button, and then your character would end up doing it on screen like 2 or 3 seconds later. It was absolutely ridiculous. So, once again, using a strategy I'm not super proud of, I ended up beating it with smash attacks and throws and getting our 4th win in a row with Mario, and I feel really good right now. At this point, we have a GSP of 10,900,000, so that means we only need one more win to get into Elite Smash, and let's just go ahead and watch the next fight, shall we? Our next fight was up against a Pyra and Mithra player, and I knew at some point in this speedrun, the character that I abandoned for Mario was gonna come back to haunt me, and yeah, they did. The way that this person played with Pyra and Mithra was the reason that I wanted to play as them in the first place, because they're so good and so hard to fight against. For some reason, I just couldn't really do anything against these characters. Maybe it's once again because I haven't played in a while, or maybe it's just because this character is so good, but yeah, honestly, I wish that I had practiced a little bit more against these characters in particular, because we ended up losing to them, and then our GSP went down to about 10,400,000, so not my proudest moment, but at least I know that there's other people out there who can actually do justice for Pyra and Mithra Online, because I am just not one of them. So then our last fight is up against a Link, and yes, this is the last fight because I end up getting, well, I guess I'll just let you guys see for yourself. But this Link, once again, is a very good player. He does a lot of really high-tech moves, like he can drop his bomb in the air and then catch it in like 2 frames or something like that. It's something that Easy Speezy can do pretty well whenever I play against him offline, and any character basically that has projectiles is just ridiculous to fight against if you're a character that doesn't have projectiles. And while Mario does have his Flood, which is like his squirt gun, and then the fireballs, there's nothing I could really do against this guy who's shooting arrows and bombs and boomerangs at me, alongside having the Master Sword, so we do end up losing to him. And it also doesn't help that this game was extremely laggy once again. Honestly, I don't even know how this guy was doing his really technical moves with all this lag, but he just destroyed me. Also, I think it's important to note that I was not using a GameCube controller for this because for some reason I have no idea where my GameCube adapter went. So I'm just playing with the Joy-Cons and all.
Please, no Johns.
Also, my Joy-Cons are very drifty. I think one of these days I'm going to do a speedrun with drifty Joy-Cons just to see like how far you can get, but yeah, with the lag being this bad and everything else, I just decided that there was no way that I was going to be able to make it into Elite Smash, so I decided to end it there, but still wanted to post this video to show you guys just how bad Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Online Wi-Fi is for speedrunning, and why I'll never try one of these on my channel again. So yeah, subscribe if you enjoyed.